like with the whole thing?
Sure.
All right. Well, welcome to McChat's commentary. We are on Mike McG TV. We're doing a little bit of Daredevil fan commentary. As always, I am your co-host, Max Andrews. I'm here with your host, Mike from Mike McG TV. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing great, Max from Three Geeks Podcast.
Oh, yes, I guess I am from Three Geeks Podcast.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Anyway, yeah, we're about to be getting into episode 9 of Daredevil. Speak of the Devil. This is pretty action centric. I want to say they at the beginning they're kind of going at it, and they do a flashbacky, flash forward kind of deal all throughout this episode. But since it has major repercussions, I kind of wanted to talk about one of the Daredevil graphic novels that I read that kind of kept me interested in the character, and it was Kevin Smith's run on Daredevil called Guardian Devil. And I kind of equate these two together just because they're Kevin Smith's kind of a weepy kind of guy. So like he likes a lot of drama in when he writes and stuff like that. So his run had a lot to deal with Karen Page, and like she gets AIDS, and she finds out, and she like goes to tell Matt, and they end up together for a while, and blah blah blah, and it's just a bunch of like drama throughout the Daredevil thing. But it was a pretty good run. The art was by Joe Quesada.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very beautifully drawn book, but it was a decent run, and I did like the plot lines. Have you ever read any of Kevin Smith's run on Daredevil?
I read a little bit of it when it first came out, and was told about the big kind of who's manipulating the whole thing at the end, which I felt was kind of a letdown. But whatever.
I agree. I would actually agree with that.
It's like out of all, not just Daredevil villains, but like Marvel villains that you could kind of have being the mastermind. Like I wasn't expecting it to be another like, hey, Kingpin is the ultimate puppet master yet again. But like for who it was, I'm like, really? You're giving it to that kind of B-lister, C-lister? Okay.
Well, I mean, it was his last hurrah, so
that is true. Yeah, that was kind of a way to send him off.
Wreak havoc on Daredevil's life, dude.
And it also did kind of tie into the fact it's like, oh yeah, there was kind of a shared history there, even though he wasn't primarily a Daredevil villain.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it was all right. But yeah, the episodes coming up to or following this episode really make me feel like I feel like they hearken to Kevin Smith for that part of the show.
Yeah.
But this one has got a bunch of ninjas, and who could ever complain about that?
Not me. I'm all for that. Like even from the episode Stick, like this is the most like ninja action we've seen. Like sure you got Stick in that previous episode before, but you know what? He wasn't decked out in full on ninja gear.
No.
So.
And this is also a good nod to the fans too, because he's in the red ninja suit, and that's going to the hand, which they don't mention at all. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
The entire time, so that's the visual nod to it. Yep. All right, so how are we going to start this one off?
I was thinking, since it's kind of going to kick off with Nobu, the word instead of play should be Nobu. So 3, 2, 1, Nobu.
All right, I'm down for that. I'll count us down. So if you got Daredevil season 1 episode 9 queued up at zeros, we'll be getting started here. I'm just going to say 3, 2, 1, and then Nobu, and then we'll start.
Okay.
Right? That's how we're doing it?
That's how we do it.
Okay, that was a good practice run right there. I hope a whole bunch of people jumped the gun.
Yeah, they're going to be like, you assholes.
All right, here we go. For reals. We're going to do it. 3, 2, 1, Nobu.
Netflix.
What is
Nobu Netflix? Whatever. At this point, give Nobu his own show. Oh, of course we can't. right out of the gate, man.
Yep.
Blood, red garb, flips, darkness,
sticks,
Three Stooges hitting each other in the face really quick there. Like without the sound on, I'm sorely tempted for all of Nobu's dialogue to be.
And if they're playing that Charlie Chaplin music in the background.
And he's got that one. Weapon. I can't remember the name of it, but it's always on every weapons chain with a Ninja Turtle action figure. Ow, that would be horrendous, man.
Yeah.
Like, I find people. I find footage of people getting paper cuts to be like nauseating almost. I'm like, can you imagine getting sliced by something like that?
Nah, I don't want to.
No. Jeez. Like, yeah, if anything, this is like the most intense like martial arts sequence in this show thus far.
Yeah, and I'd say that Crazy Hitman was the only guy to give Daredevil so much trouble.
Yeah. But yeah, like that was more about like just rough and tumble too, like throwing each other out windows. Like here it's like elaborate, like maybe some wire work. I'm not even sure, but I want to say like that's just great stuntman work.
Yeah, I think that's just great stunt work.
And back to our lovely opening title sequence. Have we talked about the music at all for it? Or because I know we've talked a lot about like the visual effects for the opening sequence, but like about the actual like theme of the show.
No, I don't think we have.
Like I do like it. I mean, it is very dark, almost gothic a little bit, but it's like got a simple theme. It's like the do 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 do. Like it's simple.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought one way or the other about the music. I mean, I guess it works. You know, it's like I don't dislike it. But
I know we mentioned like the heartbeat before and everything like that, but
yeah. I mean, it's all right. It's solid. It's good stuff.
Here we are again with our favorite Padre.
And Matt's having a bad day.
Now this must be like immediately after finding out about Fisk's revelation.
Yeah.
I just want Matt to like trip him with his walking stick. You gotta imagine like Murdoch, because Murdoch can see, not see like the way we would typically see, but he's aware.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to be like, "Oh, got your foot."
That would be funny.
And they finally got that coffee.
Tasty latte, father.
Now this dude, this Padre here, he bears a striking resemblance actually to present day Mr. Frank Miller himself. Kind of.
That would
got a similar face, yeah. Like if Frank Miller just reprised his role from Sin City and was in a confessional for one scene. And oh yeah, he kind of lets on too. Like dropping hints a little bit. Like, I know who you are.
Yeah.
From the day you showed up at the orphanage, I knew you were the Batman. You had that angry man.
Check out to the chat cave. Listen to our thoughts on that.
Yeah. On the secret life of Matt Murdock as Batman.
But I do kind of like this story that the father tells about the African holy man or whatever. And yeah, it was also like, it lets you know that this guy's been around.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen some stuff.
And in a way, like, very representative of, like, Matt needs to let people help him in a way for whatever capacity. Like, this guy, obviously, he's not going to be like, in the trenches with him out there fighting crime.
Oh, come on, dude. You can't see him throwing a mask on and beating up criminals in back alleys?
Yeah. Because he's got Karen and Foggy mainly as his moral compass. He's got Claire to a certain point as kind of his emotional, anchor. But like, he never really had like someone kind of spiritual like this in his life, really, to offer him some clarity.
Yeah.
Like, this could be his Alfred.
Yeah. Or his Mickey.
Eat lightning and crap thunder, Matt. I just happen to own a butcher shop down the way. You want to go punch some pig corpses?
Go some fists at some meat. And this is also why I don't want to go to Africa.
Yeah, this is kind of.
And I know it's terrible to say because Africa is not one country, but
yeah, it's a continent for starters.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely. There's just too much stuff on that whole continent that wants to kill me, including half of the people.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, I mean, yeah, when you're talking about stuff like this, but also like the great thing about like this Marvel product too is that, frankly, I can relate to this story, or not relate to this story, but I can get more invested in this story than one of Michael Caine's. Like, when I was in the service, we were in Burma.
Yeah,
and there was a diamond thief stealing all the jewels. I was I'm like, what's this got to do with the Joker?
Yeah,
Okay.
This
one, he like gets right to the point about it in a way.
And it's just a lot more meaningful because like you're like, wow, this it's like Gandhi gets hacked to death by machetes pretty much, and that draws you in a lot more than some dude was stealing jewels from when you were trying to pay people off with them. And he was just throwing them in the river. That like good, you're like, I'm glad that guy was doing that stuff.
And yeah, again,
and then they burn down the forest.
Some men just want to watch the world burn. But with this story, it's like, the again, I'll come back to it, how like no talent, big or small, is wasted on the screen. Again, like this guy's only in a couple of episodes in this role, but he's given this moment, he's given this really great monologue to be able to be of value and importance to this crusade. Again, to be kind of like a spiritual, guide.
Stopped him how exactly? With my mitts.
Time to reconfigure the battle plan. Which again, kind of like this. I'm trying to think of like a real world parallel where we've had someone come out of relative obscurity and just be immediately like endeared towards us. The way Wilson Fisk, like no one really knew he was real, right?
Yeah.
No one who wasn't involved in organized crime knew he was real up until this point. And then he just makes this revelation like, hi, my name's Wilson Fisk, and I'm a good guy.
Well, I don't know how he did all his business holdings, but I mean his name had to be somewhere if he owns everything. So it's like now, it shouldn't be easy. Like you're just like, hey, I'm actually your boss, or I actually own this. So like how many of the newspapers does he own?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's not too hard for him to do that because he already owns everything. It's not like he's not doing a Prince Ali Ababwa. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Street rat. I am not a street rat.
I'll kill you, smash your head in this door.
You know what the penalty is for stealing? Head through the car door. Yep, just going over plot points that hopefully you were paying attention to in the other episodes, which
just in case. Previously on Daredevil.
I mean, yeah, at least they don't do kind of like the whole what some comics do now, the whole one-page blurb of like previously. They actually find a way to work it into the dialogue and make it seem natural without being like, remember when this happened to so-and-so, who is our good friend, I might need to remind you. Good writing. Say it all the time, but good writing.
Yeah. James Wesley.
That's right. They're calling him the Mask right now. That's right. No one's called him anything really aside from Man in the Mask or The Mask.
Yeah.
What's Jim Carrey got to
do? They have called him the Devil of Hell's Kitchen.
All right. What was that? Was that a news report?
Yeah, it was a newspaper, I believe.
Newspaper, yeah. Sorry, I just get so
right up in it, yeah.
Even when it's on mute, I'm like, I'm just caught up in this dialogue.
Yeah, they take us through the CSI of it all. Again.
Yeah, it's connecting the dots stuff. Which, honestly, typically in other shows, that would kind of bother me. The whole, like, okay, we're putting everything together that you already know. But, like, when you're on a binge with this series in particular, something about it, like, the escalation of it just makes you get involved in it more so. Even though I'm just like, I know all this already, but I love it that they're repeating it to me. Also,
it's like, you know, if you're watching this first time through, like you're just coming off the episode where this dude like beat his dad to death with a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
you know, maybe something's kind of glossed over in your mind.
Yeah. Well, you need a palate cleanser from time to time. It's like now. Did they ever really establish what this place is? I can't remember if they ever said like, oh, this is like a distillery or this is because I see like barrels and stuff in the background. They're paintings. It's just this little getaway.
Yeah, some sort of warehouse he's got going. Or is it like plans for the city?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, those are kind of his his blueprints, as it were. Yeah.
Unfinished office of some sort.
We might have done this already, but I'm trying to place Wesley now, like what we did for his dad. I'm trying to remember what I've seen Wesley in. If I've seen.
I don't think I've seen him in anything.
I'll go get him, Nobu.
Oh, yeah.
Now, part of me would like to think that's Francis from the upcoming Deadpool. What kind of cool continuity would that be? He shows up as a minor character in the background, but this is before he got involved with military and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying way too hard to connect the Fox stuff to Marvel.
Toby Leonard Moore plays Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
He's in that new show Billions.
Oh yeah, with Giamatti, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was in John Wick.
That's probably where I've seen him. Who was he in John Wick?
Mm-hmm.
He looks really familiar now.
He played Victor in John Wick. I don't know what that means.
One of the Russians. Because there's a bunch of Russians in John Wick, and yeah.
Yeah, other than that.
Huh. And here's where
he was in the Pacific, actually. The miniseries. Robin B. Hood with Jackie Chan in 2006.
Okay. Well, anyways, he seems to have come pretty far from that. So. Doing all right by yourself.
Yeah, you know. Oh man, I did not see that last one coming. I gotta tell you.
We should just do that for every episode from here on out. If there's a new face that shows up that we're not quite sure where we've seen before, we'll just IMDb them and
put his IMDb on blast. Like, aha, you were credited in that movie.
You played guy number 2
in Robin B. Hood.
Robin B. Hood. Jeez. But yeah, even more so than now, all the allegiances are fraying.
I mean, it's always been, you know, like he's always killing off this next guy and that next guy. Yeah, baiting the hook for Nobu right here.
Yeah. Well, I always got the sense from the earlier episodes as well that even though they're all kind of like, can you believe this guy? Like they were, let's face it, there weren't a lot of shed tears for the Russians. Oh. They're all like, oh, thank God. If he wasn't going to do it, we were going to do it.
Yeah, you know. One less thing. The Forrest Gump attitude towards it.
Oh.
So do you think Tully is dead?
Oh, gee, I wonder. I'd say it's a pretty safe bet, probably. Yeah, I forgot in this second half they do a hell of a lot of lawyering or not lawyering, but strategizing.
Yeah. Because now we're dealing with everybody strategizing too. It's like, all right, well, this is how they're planning to deal with Daredevil. This is how they're planning to deal with Fisk.
Oh, there she is.
Hey,
Senor Foggy.
Hola, Senor Foggy.
But I have a feeling this is her last episode. I have a feeling, right? Maybe. I have a feeling it's coming up soon. Again, spoilers, but she might be leaving us pretty soon.
Yeah, I can't. No, because she's gonna go tell everyone to stay, and then she gets it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that she fights the law, and the law buries her. Oh yeah, here we go. Because Karen's like, yeah, she can change her mind. She can. And I like a lot of this stuff, definitely feeds into the animosity that's going to be growing a little bit later between Foggy and Matt, especially.
Yep.
Because he'll be like, we've been sending these people to do our battles when.
And you've been out there.
And your actions have been both undermining and hindering us in certain ways. It's like
with your fists of fury. And no hockey stick.
Rich dickhead who can pay people off to kiss his ass. I wish there was some kind of modern connotation that we could have for that. But what I know, I'm a communist.
All right, commie. Just settle down there. He is a good and honest man. He will do the country no wrong.
That is a little 3 Geeks inside joke, which you can check out over on 3 Geeks at the latest podcast.
Good times. Stay on the radar. You know how I'm always coming beat up? It's because I don't take my own advice.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go. Like, if anything, I love how it takes time for a lot of characters to finally intersect with each other. Like here we go with her and Matt.
Yes.
Hum de dum de dum, just a blind, helpless guy. Dum de dum de dum. Whenever some authority figure is like looking at Matt suspiciously, it always reminds me of when you remember the Disney Robin Hood?
Yeah.
When he was dressed up as an old blind beggar, being like, "Alms, alms for the poor," and the sheriff is always like, "What are you doing here, you old codger?" It's like, but yeah, here we go, sussing out the hired help.
Yep.
The bedfellows, as it were.
Gotta check out the enemy, man. Gotta know who you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm. And that Murdoch, man, he is a charmer.
Oh man, I think he could get it.
Well, it's that whole like lead me by the arm.
Yeah.
Strong, sophisticated, independent woman. Lead helpless old me by the arm and tell me all your woes. I would love, you know what? I would love to have a whole episode where she just took him around the entire gallery and described all this modern BS. Well, okay, this one of my favorite pieces here. It's just a series of boxes. Some are red.
And there
she goes. Imagine a sea of tonal reds.
There's some cats walking around.
The color of anger, the color of rage. Kind of looks like flypaper up close.
But it does remind me of his World on Fire.
That is true.
So it would be fitting if you were to buy this painting.
Yeah, that is true. It'd be like a nice like counterpoint to that one. Yeah.
But he doesn't. I probably doubt he could afford it anyway.
He's like, I'll break in later and steal it.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm already perceived as being like a murderer and a criminal. I might as well just add art theft to it.
Throw it on the list there. Get a little refinement, you know?
And here we go, man. Yeah. Uh-oh. Now, that's a bad poker face, Matt. Especially with a fist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a tell. They know you're angry when you do that.
Well, at least he's not like Bruce Wayne, and he has a very, very heavy-handed butler next to him, being like, Master Wayne has to disappear for a second.
Alfred in the movies is like the worst butler. Up until the Nolan movies, like
right.
He just lets everybody in the Batcave. It doesn't matter who you are.
I love this comparison now too. Now that Wilson's out in the open, he's wearing brighter colors. Like even though he doesn't look very comfortable being in brighter colors.
No. No, again, this is probably one of the the lightest suit that he had in the wardrobe. Or do you think she just went shopping for him?
Mm-hmm. He should be like, your voice sounds very angry, sir. Have we not had a conversation over the radio once, maybe?
Now he's distracted by Vanessa. Or else he would have picked it up.
I love the not double entendre. Oh, yeah, subtext of what they're saying. I just need to consider the cost. Like, yeah, the cost of your soul, sir. And the smash cut to Jesus helps, I'm sure. Man, Padre is getting a lot of screen time in this one.
Yeah. And I mean, you got to figure he's getting on. Oh no, it's still daylight out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's say he's been at the church for a while.
Padre's been like, this is the third time you've swung around here for a cup of coffee. How many more stories do I have to tell you? Yeah.
I did like what he was saying about the devil being, like all of the bad things put together.
Yeah.
And they just kind of gave it one name. I thought that was kind of a cool take on it. I hadn't heard that kind of like theory before.
Well, kind of in the fact that it's not all about being a grand manipulator. It's just like, no, he's the accumulation of our own evil in a sense. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I like that. I thought that was interesting.
Again, well written, like dialogue, well written monologues. And what they're not showing you in this scene is that Frank Underwood is a couple of pews down, getting ready to spit on Jesus and have it come toppling down.
That is true.
Dude, what if it just turned out? I mean, they won't, because they've established who the president is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now. But it'd be kind of cool if they just President Underwood.
That would be cool.
It'd be like, oh shit, this is the ultimate shared universe.
I'm down for that. That's cool because he is like a freaking super villain anyway.
Yeah, dude. Like if they had just like revealed at the very end of like, what was it, season 2, when he finally got the presidency, knocks his ring on the table and he's like, "Hail Hydra." That would have been cool, man. For maybe us, and everyone else would have been like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Because Captain America, Winter Soldier hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, that's true. That would be really. What?
What does that mean?
Be a very polarizing ending for sure.
Here we go. Comes up on the whole will or won't Matt kill him? Yes. So basically giving him the moral conundrum of, is it a necessity to kill him or is it a desire?
Yes. But I feel like I need to kill him.
Oh, before we get too far into this, I wanted to share with you too. I forgot to mention earlier. One of my friends posted a meme on their timeline of it's a shot of Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn with the subtitle saying, "Are you the devil?" And the next panel shows Ben Affleck's sad Batman looking in a mirror, and Daredevil's in the reflection. Like, unfortunately.
That's great.
The title of the episode just reminded me of that. I'm like, oh yeah.
That is good. I like that. And again, you
since I love that movie so much,
can't help but mention your favorite movie in the whole world.
Well, I mean, it's hard to not bring up comparisons to this. Like I've mentioned before, it feels like there are beats and scenes lifted from that movie just for the producers of this show to be like, fuck you, Fox, we can do this way better. Like anytime they have a Matt or Foggy scene, I'm like, oh, you think Affleck and Favreau joking around for 5 minutes is good? We got a whole episode dedicated to. What's that?
I kind of wish Favreau would have come back though. That would have been really cool.
He would have been like, my twin brother Happy is.
Yes.
Foggy and Happy are twins in this universe. That would have been kind of cool.
I'm down. That works, man. I like it.
If anything, here's the whole thing too. I don't think we've gotten into like the behind the scenes stuff too much, aside from some showrunners and writers. But like, have we had any big like directors come on to the show or slated for the new season at all? Like along the lines of like, hey, Kevin Smith will be directing a Flash episode. Like,
yeah, I have no idea.
Let me take a look here and see if there were any like really standout directors for any episodes on here, and if they got any kind of lined up for next time. Let's see. I don't recognize any of these names. The Knight did the last episode of the season.
Yeah.
Let's see if they got anyone announced for the. No, they don't have any of the. That's what I've always kind of wondered about, like shows like this. Is like, well, stuff like House of Cards. David Fincher, I think, came on, directed the pilot episode, and you know, a lot. Like I said, Kevin Smith is going to come on and do a Flash episode. I was just kind of wondering. It's like, would they ever consider like bringing on maybe Jon Favreau to do a? But I guess he might be too busy with feature stuff.
I mean, that'd be really cool. I think I like him as a director, and he obviously was, he's in the Iron Man. He's obviously got a little bit of a nerd presence. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, he's a big proponent of Marvel. Like, I know they're kind of separate divisions now, but he's a whole big proponent of the reason why Marvel is. Oh God, this is sad. Live action to be, doing so well in live action.
Oh, there it is.
But yeah, okay.
Miss Cardenas has eaten at Senor Foggy's for the last time. She's gone to that great Senor Foggy's in the sky.
We said we were going to do that Spanish-Russian combination restaurant, right? In honor of her, Senor Foggy's. And there's that one nice cop. Yeah, forget Jon Favreau now. Now we're getting into like the feels of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Karen's whole response to this, like when I first saw it, I was like, oh God, I'm dying. Because like, like I said, that relationship, however brief it was, is well established in their interactions together.
Yeah.
And so when this happens, you're just like, shit.
Well, and like also she's like, a really nice old lady, she's like your grandma or whatever. And so
that kills me when Karen says like she didn't have anyone, just us.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting teared up about right now, and it's not because I'm 3 beers in.
Like, they don't hurt.
Like that shit is. And later on, like when there's an actual funeral in the last episode and their reactions to it, then it's like,
yeah, that one hits home.
It's all about the fists.
Oh man, time to make some fisticuffs. Yeah.
That's one thing. It's like Charlie Cox can really tense his fists well. In this,
he spent months training how to tense his fists.
It's like, okay, in this scene, man. Charlie, you're gonna be holding your walking stick, but you gotta display anger and not give it away too much in the face. All right. What if I just squeeze my walking stick really, really hard?
Like he has to relax for like 7 or 8 minutes to get his hand to unclench.
Cut. Break for 7. Charlie's got to rest his hands. Oh, Nobu, honorable Nobu, allowing him a second to catch his breath. Like it matters. Yeah. Jesus, yeah, he is getting sliced and diced all up this thing. Again, Matt, do you not appreciate all the hard work Claire put into repairing you?
That's the one right there.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. That's not fun. It's no bueno, as Miss Cardenas would say.
I guess that's the other thing too about this. Oh yeah, we're coming back to that drink they had, the eel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do not drink the eel.
I guess that's what I like about this too, with regards to the fact of it taking place in like Hell's Kitchen and like a neighborhood like that. It's like you go to somewhere like, I guess this is what they call it, Josie's, and that bartender who was from like episode 2 is back there, but she's like, my condolences and everything like that. I'm just like, where everybody knows your name, man.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, like in Jessica Jones, it was Luke's, but they went and blowed that all to hell.
Yeah. But again, it's like this cool, like little niche that these characters have carved out in the Marvel universe, where the sense of family or community is more literal than it has been before. Like, I never really view the Avengers as a family unit or anything like that. It's just like these are people who sometimes get along, sometimes don't.
Yeah, they work together.
Yeah, they work together. Guardians of the Galaxy get a little bit of it there, but that's more of like the Star Wars camaraderie almost. And this one, it's like, yeah, these are like 9 to 5 struggling people.
Yep.
That like each other, actually.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Yeah, they have a roadblock here or there. But yeah, this fake sincerity coming from Mr. Fisk.
Yeah, he's deeply distraught. You can tell he's such a good guy.
I'm devastated by the loss of that poor, fragile woman. Fragile, like a little bird. He doesn't say anything like that, obviously, but tell me about the rabbits, George.
I would love him and pet him and continue. Oh, and then he's calling him out. I mean, you know, well played on his part. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is a psycho.
Yeah, very much.
You explain how running around at night beating people up nearly half to death is not the psychotic thing to do.
Well, how can he see? How can he see in that mask? Now, in a scene like this, I would be that out of focus guy in the background playing pinball.
Yep. But I mean, like, at least in that, you can just be playing pinball, you know? Like, you don't have to.
Yeah. I'd be like, fuck it, you all got to loop around me. I'm doing well here. It's like, I'm not resetting. Fuck that. I'm not resetting nothing.
Because you
got a high score going on here.
You'd have dudes, like, actually putting their quarters up to get next.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, Wesley shows up out of nowhere. He's like, I got next.
It's like, oh, shit. Actually, I'm going to be playing this for a while.
In which case, I just leave because I'm like, oh, shit, there's a gun under this thing.
Yeah.
But, man, it's always darkest before the dawn for our heroes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not quite dark enough, as we'll find out. As we've been finding out.
Yeah.
I do love it whenever the episodes do kind of this out of order storytelling. Like, it'll jump back to Nobu, or it'll jump to, you know, the past.
Oh yeah, time to suit up.
Come on, black Spider-Man suit. You and I got work to do.
Black Under Armour shirt and combat boots.
Yeah, come on, one thin layer of cloth. I should really invest in some kind of body armor.
Oh, this is the episode he finds out about it.
Yeah. Again, foreshadowing.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to do it. I'm going to mess it up.
I know it's sometimes hard to tell given the extreme shadow in this stuff, but it's like, oh, that's his memorabilia. But like his actual like uniform and stuff, you feel like that's just a series of shirts he just goes out and buys for himself? Because I've never seen like the stitching or anything like that was implied with some of this stuff.
Yeah, he just goes out. Like, I think he got like a pack of 35 workout shirts. You know?
Yeah.
He just Like, because some nights he goes out and all he's fighting is regular street level thugs, so he gets to keep that shirt.
Mm-hmm. Well, not after tonight. He's like, oh shit,
Nobu made sure he wasn't taking this one back.
This is useless to me now. I love this. Just a montage of beating the ever-loving shit out of people.
It kind of reminds me of that Marv little scene in Sin City.
We're one step away from him holding someone out of a car window or car door.
Driving around, yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm having a ball. Oh, heroin usage.
Please stop hurting me.
Now, again, this is if there was foresight involved for their future series and stuff like that, but wouldn't it have been kind of weird to see like one of those junkies be what's his name from Jessica Jones?
Oh yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been kind of, I mean, obviously, hindsight's 2020, and
yeah,
at that point they probably hadn't even finalized like who.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they'd done the casting.
But I just feel like that would have been kind of a cool send up to be like, oh shit, it's that guy.
Yeah, totally. I feel you that would have been good.
But
I'm looking at the guy.
Well, that's the thing too, because in that story, which I'm sure we'll get to at some point, he was never always like that. So it always makes me wonder, like, what exactly the timeline of all these series intersecting is.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, I mean, so that Jessica Jones definitely happens after, or at least sometime after Daredevil meets Claire.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm used to this type of stuff and everything.
But other than that, nothing.
I've been curious about this ever since the MCU like started too. Like, I get a sense that like the MCU movies are happening in real time. Like, yeah, literally, it has been 8 years since Iron Man first popped up on the scene. I do kind of get that feeling of it, but like, there are times where it's like events are happening at the same time and so forth. So you kind of wonder like, what is the timeline of this? Ooh, snap. Like that's like a collarbone shattering move right there.
Yeah. Please stop punching me.
Yep. Keep that Padres lesson in mind, man. Like, yeah, it's those like threats, man. He won't kill you, but he'll bring it pretty darn close. Yeah, here we are with catching up to the opening.
And here's another one of Daredevil's powers. He can read just from feeling the ink raised on the on the page. So that was cool. Little nod to it.
His sense of touch is extremely sensitive. Again, trying to tie into the Deadpool thing. It's like, it feels like a topographical map of Utah.
All right. And ninja. Anytime.
Any second now. There. Okay.
All right. Told you he existed.
You're going down, Storm Shadow. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nuts.
All you ninjas look the same to me.
And that's not a racial thing. You all just have the same uniform. Displeasure is putting it mildly.
I kind of want to get a T-shirt that says that.
Yep, he does bring up a point, Daredevil.
Yeah, it worked. So
it worked.
You know, maybe next time don't run into the trap that's sprung for the woman that got killed.
Because ninjas can do that.
Yeah, that's like Ninja 101 right there.
It's orientation day of ninja training. You're going to slow your pulse and you're going to be next to nothing on the warmth scale. Dude, man, just invest in some nunchucks at that point.
Nunchucks are awesome.
Yeah, they
really
are.
Cool. They did full on Bruce Lee.
That you know what? That would be a scene I would not be objecting to seeing in season 2 if he just goes on full Bruce Lee. He can work in the yellow uniform that way.
Yeah,
there
I'm down. Go. I'm totally down.
That's what I hope they do kind of do, is that he, you know, he's not always just in the traditional, like, yeah, they change it up a little bit. You get like a variant.
Because I mean, like, what happens when the red one's at the cleaners, you know?
Mm-hmm. Because that one would be at the cleaners.
Oh, he drank the eel again. Crap.
Except not quite as hilarious as the first time. Not nearly as depressing. Well, this one is depressing, but yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, like everyone with their response to this death, everyone like brings their A game to their acting in this. Like, it's just like he's not just plucky comic relief now. It's like, damn. Yeah.
You're like, okay, I guess in this scene, he could have not held a hockey stick.
Yeah, that would feel a little out of place, Max.
this one, I'll buy it. You know, don't give him the hockey stick for this scene, but pretty much any other scene you see him in.
For emotional stuff, no stick. I get it.
Yeah, we'll call a truce on the hockey stick. It's when he's got to bring his A game. But any other time, they're just missing out. They need to have the hockey stick there.
I also love, this is a dynamic you don't see quite so much in shows these days, where it's like, yeah, where the woman is the one who's kind of the one who rallies everyone.
Yeah.
Like, if this was a typical network show, she'd be the one, probably, like, it'd be like reversed.
Oh, crying.
And she'd be the one kind of weeping and stuff. But like, yeah, with Netflix, it's like, no, she's gonna take this all away.
She's about it. Bam. That's right, dude. You just got kicked in your chest.
Which, yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, I've been kicked in the chest. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's an unpleasant experience. College, man. You do some crazy shit. Oh, snap.
And barbecue.
A far more convincing Human Torch than this past year's Human Torch.
Oh, man. No, I'd say he's convincing. He just, wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, that's true. A far more interesting Human Torch.
Yes, that is very true.
Torch.
Thank you for barbecuing, my friend.
Meanwhile, Wesley's like, sir, should we put out Nobu? Not quite dead.
I mean, like, they pretty much did. Look at him. I'm sorry, I'm responding to what he's saying. Like people can hear what he's saying. Hey, Nobu almost took him out though. He's pretty close.
I love these little things of like, yeah, he's not as sophisticated as comic book Kingpin. He's muttering to himself, just saying, kind of rambling. He's like, sorry, I was off track for a second there. Where were we? Oh, yeah.
And here you are. Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, Nobu just got done telling me that joke.
Yeah, I get it. No, did the Padre story not mean anything to you, Matt? Man, it's that half smile thing with almost tears in his eyes thing. That Vincent D'Onofrio was creepy, man. Now, in this one, the fight choreography, how you feel about it? Because we just came off of a ninja versus ninja type battle almost, but it's like,
yeah, but like that just shows you, the difference in that they're body armor.
Mm-hmm.
But like Matt's truly messed up right now.
Holy shit!
And yeah. B is just like it shows you, like every other person that Daredevil kicked in the face, something happened. Like he kicks this dude in the face and
nothing
didn't do anything. And then he proceeds to just get thrown around the room like it's cool.
You're bleeding all over my blueprints.
You know how much those things cost? In front of Vanessa? Ah!
Ugh, one's even sticking to him. Ouch. Because the blood is just so...
Yeah.
It's like, ow, ow.
Really?
He's probably getting paper cuts right now. Ew. Shit.
Wesley's like, yeah, I finally get to kill somebody.
You done fucked up, Wes.
And that's pretty much the first time Wesley fucked up too, huh?
Yeah. And then a shark comes along and smells the blood in the water.
Finishes the job. No more masked man.
Wouldn't that be the ultimate wah 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 type of ending for this episode? And he gets eaten by one of them New York river sharks.
And then Foggy takes over the mantle of Daredevil.
With a hockey stick.
He calls himself Senor Foggy.
Has like a luchador mask and everything like that. Uh-oh. Here we go.
I mean, I would just stop going over to that dude's house. Every time I go over there, he never answers the door like an asshole.
It's like, what an utter dick.
Thought we were friends.
Or at least, I mean, he did just get beat the shit out of and flew through glass and everything like that. So he's probably not as graceful as he usually is.
Nah, I mean, he's probably lost a lot of blood too.
Ugh. Yeah. Stick comes out from around a corner eating an ice cream cone.
Cuts off Foggy's hand.
Yeah. This was something that took many, many years in the comics to come around to, right?
Well, Foggy knowing about that. Yeah, it took a while. He's generally one of the last people to know.
But again, I love how it's kind of like, yeah, sure, we're staying true to the character, but it doesn't mean we're going to stay true to certain like story arcs and things like that we're going to, kind of bring it into a real world, which, let's face it, if Matt was being as dodgy as he was in real life and everything like that, yeah, I'd be like, okay, what's up?
Yeah. It's like, you have a undercover drinking problem or something, like heroin? Is it the ladies?
I like this too. That finally, it's like, now that you see him in proper lighting and everything like that, you're not fooled.
Right.
It's like, I know that chin. I know that.
Well, I mean, also though, the only reason he knows it is because he's in his apartment.
Well, yeah, that too. It doesn't take much to put 2 and 2 together here. But yeah, but it's like, I know that constant 5 o'clock shadow.
He does have a perfectly 5 o'clock beard for like 98% of
throughout the entire series, man. Jeez, it's like, he keeps that very well groomed. So that's episode 9, leaving us on a very, very intense cliffhanger that sets up the last 4 episodes of the season.
Yep,
sets up their dynamic pretty well, and we'll get back to those next time, definitely here on McChat's Fan Commentary for Daredevil. Thanks so much, Max.
Thank you.